The Salvation Army started accepting application for toys and grocery store gift cards at 9 o'clock this morning. The nonprofit's going to continue accepting these applications tomorrow night from 5 to 7 and again Wednesday morning from 9 to 11:30. All you need is picture ID with you, 30-day current proof of address, and your birth certificate to apply. But they'd love to help you out. Great organization.
Salvation Army for their help trying to find a missing teenager last summer. The Salvation Army provided food, water, and other essentials to police officers and first responders as they searched for the body of Leah Porter at a landfill. She was suspected of being murdered and dumped there. The Westminster police chief says he's not sure how the department would have fared in the hazardous conditions without the help of the Salvation Army.
They were a godsend, and we certainly would have had to scramble, look for other alternatives or options, and I'm not sure what those alternatives and options might have been. But the first place we went was Salvation Army, and they stepped right up to the plate, and they were awesome.
The Salvation Army assisted the Westminster Police Department at the landfill for more than 5 weeks.
To keep homeless women off the streets during these frigid temps, we are told search and rescue teams have found dozens of women staying out in the cold these past few nights. Now, the Salvation Army is working with the City of Denver and St. Francis Center to provide a safe place to stay through Friday. Women like Peggy Blackwell say they spend their nights searching for a warm place.
I just started because I just left St. Francis, and I just walked over here. Before it got cold, I try to find shelter on a daily basis.
The Salvation Army says more emergency shelters need to be planned now. They're asking for as many warm clothes to be donated as possible.
Most of us, but for anyone without shelter, it can be downright dangerous. So the Salvation Army is keeping its doors open around the clock at the Crossroads Homeless Shelter on 29th Street in Denver. And they're also setting out patrols to find and pick up anyone stuck out in the bitter cold.
Our capacity is 260, but on nights like tonight, we'll take 350. And Joey and I do search and rescue at night, and the last 3 weeks, we still average seeing about 150 people on the street.
And this is serious stuff. 124 homeless people died on the streets of Denver last year because of the cold.
The limit. A spokesperson for Denver Human Services says nearly 1,400 people are expected to stay in shelters overnight. The Denver Rescue Mission and the Salvation Army Crossroads location are expected to be full. This afternoon, workers were checking all of the areas where the homeless often congregate to tell them there is room for them. While some will take up the offer of shelter, others will take their chances on the streets in the cold.
We had 360 people here last night, but with our search and rescue, we went out, we found over another 100 people out on the street. And to those folks, we gave, who wouldn't want to come back with us, a hat, a glove, and some blankets.
The Salvation Army ran out of hats yesterday and handed out blankets, gloves, and
Doors will wake up warm at a Salvation Army homeless shelter this morning. Salvation Army workers say there are more homeless women than there are shelters for them. This week they sought out some of those women in hopes of giving them a little bit of comfort.
So this way they come in, they'll get fed, they'll get a bowl of soup, some snacks, coffee, water. We have socks to give them. We have hygiene kits to give them. We have gloves to keep their hands warm.
As we approach the holidays and they are getting ever so close, you may be looking to give back by donating to charity.
Although a new report shows that many Americans are hesitant to donate because they don't trust nonprofit organizations to do exactly what they promise. Fox 31 Denver's Boris Sanchez joining us now to explain how to find the best way to help the needy without wasting your money. Boris?
Jeremy, we've all heard of scams disguised as nonprofit organizations before, and that kind of fraud creates mistrust, making it tougher to give back. Well, the Better Business Bureau has a new tool to help you help those who need it most. It's the time of year to give thanks.
Thank you so much.
And to give back. Except many Americans are unsure who to give to.
Well, I think it's kind of hard to tell whether or not somebody's trustworthy.
Adriana Cremona with the Better Business Bureau says fraud has hurt charities. Fake nonprofits like Boobies Rock, a Denver-based organization whose founder spent time in jail for misusing funds, makes donors less likely to give.
So the good guys out there trying to raise some money and actually do good are affected by that.
To make it easier, the BBB's Wise Giving Alliance has developed a system to validate charities on how efficiently and how ethically they use donations, looking at an array of factors.
How many board members they have, how many board meetings, what's on their website, how much disclosure they have, how are they spending their funds.
You know where every penny goes with us.
One charity with stellar reviews, the Salvation Army.
We minimize the amount that goes toward administration.
Peter Pemberton says the 150-year-old organization's success, offering food, shelter, clothing, even toys to the needy, has a lot to do with fulfilling a promise to donors.
We've been around a while. We kind of know what we're doing in meeting social need.
And this holiday season should be no different.
Every penny makes change in someone else's life.
Now, if you want to make a difference and help those in need this holiday season, the Salvation Army is just one of many organizations you can help. To see which charities the BBB recommends, you can log on to give.org. Boris Sanchez, Fox 31, Denver.
Boris, thank you. Salvation Army does great work, and we are glad to partner with them on a lot of things, including this, a way for you to help Colorado kids in need this holiday. Just come to the streets of South Glen Mall December 13th and join us for our annual Season of Sharing toy drive. Just bring unwrapped gifts to donate for children of all ages, and we will be there from 11 to 3. Go to kdvr.com for more.